Ladies and gentlemen, I am officially running for President of the United States. And we are...
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's doing well. Good eating, good in the neighborhood music. So, hope everyone's doing well. We are finishing up with Marky Mark tonight. Maybe. Come on. My thing is dancing all around. What the hell? There we go. Okay, so we're going to be finishing up with Marky Mark tonight. This is going to be a shorter stream, but because of my celebration when I hit 1,000 subs and became monetized last week, we didn't have time to get through it all. So that gives us one more episode of Mark Latunski. I was hoping it would come through by now. I did request through the state of Michigan an interview with Mr. Lutunski at his cozy home prison. I have not heard back yet. I sent them the correspondence, sent them the necessary paperwork, and mailed Mr. Latunski himself. I have not received a reply yet, but I'm still holding out hope. If that comes available and I do get the opportunity to interview this fine young man, I will certainly, one, let you guys know, and two, post it. Obviously, I'm not going to talk to him and not post it. So that's all coming up. That also brings us to the end of this lovely little thing here. When I finally get to it, which could be today, tomorrow, or 3 days from now, I am going to put a members only poll up for the next topic for Madness Mondays. So look out for that. I'll tag all the members of the channel, and you can vote on what we cover next. I have a couple options. So yeah, so that would be coming. And yeah, let's say hello to everyone. And then we'll get into it. So we have the lovely Impish. I heard it's terrifying. I was trying to ignore it. About flossing testicles. I don't have an answer. Hello, Mystic. Scad267. Hello. I put on the hat for you. I forgot. Look at all those beautiful emojis. Those are the emojis that you can get by becoming a member of the channel. They're pretty kick-ass. They don't show up on here, though. Like on the... That's stupid. Yeah. Since, I honestly have no idea. Belandris is sporting the membership emojis. JSD's nuts. What's up, buddy? I like that music. It's good music. Hey, Shenny. Hello. Are you, it's probably about time for you to leave. Don't leave, isn't it? I know, I was late. I'm on time for one reason, and you know the one reason, my friend. What's up, Sleazy? Good to see you, buddy. She was looking it up. It was, I was a little scared. I would love to. If he has one, happy to pass along. What's up, Digger? Oh, do I have big tits? What's up, Tweety? What's going on, Beers, by the way? Oh, gotcha. I was like, what the hell? Yes, sir. I need to pack up. Thank you for reminding me. I wouldn't have even thought of it. And you told me. Yeah, usually when I'm going live, it's time to go home. So, hey, Barb. And I think that's everybody. Also streaming over on the Brumbles. And the lovely Impish is over there posting links and all that good stuff. You're funny. All right. So without further ado, like I said, this is going to be a shorter stream, but we're still going to have fun nonetheless. We're going to start with this video courtesy of M Live. And this is his plea. He actually pled. He pled out, or he pled against the advice of his attorneys. If you remember last week, he kind of fought the attorney thing. The attorney lost some pretty big pretrial motions, and then he came out against the advice of his attorneys to plea, and this is it. So watch through this.
Mr. Lutunski, on December 24th, 2019, were you at 703 West Terrell in Morris, Michigan?
Yes, I was.
To your knowledge, is that in Shiawassee County?
Yes, it is.
On that date, were you with Kevin Bacon?
Yes, I was.
Did you use a knife to stab Mr. Bacon?
Yes, I did.
Did you know that stabbing Mr. Bacon with a knife would most certainly create a very high risk of death or great bodily harm to Mr. Bacon?
Yes, I did.
After Mr. Bacon was dead, did you remove part of his body, specifically his testicles?
Yes, I did.
Did you move those testicles to the kitchen?
Yes, I did.
Did you do so without legal authorization, meaning you were not doing so to embalm Mr. Bacon's body or to do a proper post-mortem examination?
No, I didn't.
Your Honor, I believe that's...
So, I don't know the proceedings in a plea because we've never really, the LawTube community's never really watched one. But I'm curious as to why they ask him so many questions about things. Probably enough to hold the record and make sure that it sticks. But I always thought that was pretty interesting. So, oh, that's a good way to do it. Look at balls. Why Ozzy's talking about trannies. What's up, Jacob? Wait, why did he plead? What was his deal? They didn't have the death penalty. So Michigan does not have the death penalty. His plea was ill-advised by all of his counsel. So he was told repeatedly not to do it. I know the judge even said, you know, don't plea out. And I think that was why there's so much depth in this actual plea here. He didn't get any kind of deal, as we'll see in the next one. Which is the next video coming up, his sentencing, impact statements, all that kind of stuff. He really didn't get much of a deal. He just pled guilty. So I could see it. Hey, what's up, Crystal? I don't know if I said hi, so I was going back. No, he hasn't. He's just kind of very stoic. I agree, Jacob. I think we should get that trending and make change. Make the change we believe in. Ted Kaczynski. Yeah, he died. Supposedly committed suicide. Wait, what? What did I do? What did I have to do? I missed something. It's either a ball washing video or interview this guy. I could do both. Oh, it's each of the charges. Yeah. And he was charged with a couple different things. I actually looked up his we could look at I think it's iChat. Chat, Michigan. We can look up his thing too. His thing. I don't want to see his thing. Oh, maybe. Shh, don't tell anybody. iChat. No. Start using iChat. Okay. Oh, there we go. So I'll work on that while we're finishing the video, but we can look through that. Nick Ha. There he is. Also, to ensure it's not a false confession and the plea covers each of the elements of the charges against him. Okay, cool. Yeah, maybe. As for the record, after the show, we're gonna try and beat that the chick we tried to beat last night in the game, Brian 99. He's gonna bring his big gun. So if you wanna hang out, going against counsel and judge, maybe he did it spare his family. I don't know, because he's estranged from his family. His actually, we could maybe do that. Yeah, maybe. His wife actually gave an interview on another channel, or former ex-wife. So, yeah, I guess I've never seen one, to be honest. So, no, iChat, CHAT, is Michigan's. All right. Like I said, this is going to be a shorter show, so it's not going to be like crazy. Oh. All right, I'll play this and do this in the background.
Mr. Kerner,
People are satisfied, Your Honor.
do you believe that's sufficient factual?
I do.
Mr. Hardy, do you believe that the court has complied with the guilty plea provisions of Michigan Code Rule 6.302, subsections A through B of that code?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Kerner. Do you agree with Mr. Hardy?
I do agree, Your Honor.
Mr. Latunski, the court agrees with the attorneys. The court does find you guilty of open murder and dismembering a body, and your conviction now is made a part of the record of this court. We cannot, however, give you a sentencing yet because we're not finished. We have to have a degree hearing. And I spoke to counsel in chambers, and we agreed that that degree hearing will be conducted in this courtroom on October 18th and October 19th of 2022.
So that's the end of his that portion of the video. So we have no worries. Wait, you're moving? You're moving your time slot again? So that's the plea. Like I said, not terribly detailed. My understanding is that's how most of them go. They're not the ones we're used to, like the Rittenhouses and that kind of thing, where the case goes on forever and ever and ever, or the other guy. They're pretty quick. So here is sentencing. So he pleaded. They did the administrative things and went to sentencing. Please be warned, I have absolutely, I don't think he's guilty. I've absolutely tried everything I can for this audio, but it is shit. Just in advance. It's a court audio. So we'll do our best.
Mr. Carter, do you have victims that wish to address the court?
I do. Unfortunately, Mr. Carl Bacon is ill and cannot be here today, and as well as Jenny Bacon. But I have agents or representatives that would like to read their statements today.
Very well, then, Mr. Hardy, Mr. Krause, would you and your client have a seat at the table and hear from the victim's proxy then?
And there's one more. Kevin's mother is here today. I believe Miss Ashley from the state.
Okay, well, let's have her come up then. Hannah, if you could bring her.
Yep.
Good morning, Hannah. Morning. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming in this morning.
You're welcome.
Go ahead.
I'm going to have her read it.
This was at the end of last year. So
Usually you as parents are the first to go be with Jesus. But because of someone who decided to take our son's life, that isn't the case for us. Only 25 years old and had a great career as a hairstylist and hadn't been able to graduate from U of M in psychology, even though they were kind enough to honor him his degree. Such a short life for our son who had a lot to do in this world still. He had already done a lot for many people and just such a blessing to everyone who knew him. Our world is now shattered, and even though we have such great memories of our son, our lives will never be the same, or will our family. We had a lot of thoughtful people who help us out through this horrible nightmare we endured, and we will be forever grateful.
no.
Our family has been torn apart from all the pain and confusion we endured from losing our son, and our daughter lost her brother.
Yes.
I don't understand how anyone could want to hurt my son, especially in such a horrific and unbelievable way. He would have done anything for anyone, even if he had to use his last penny. Now Christmas for our family will never mean the same to us, thanks to you taking our son and brother away from us. Kevin will never get to make any life choices that parents get to feel proud of, and even though we finally will get justice for Kevin, it still doesn't feel like enough. And you still get to live and do things because a pig like you that can do what you did to our own son can never have remorse in his body. You took our son and my daughter's brother, but you can't take our memories that will be held so closely to our hearts. In your sick, twisted mind, you probably don't think you did anything wrong. But in reality, you took our world away. This Christmas, I hope you suffer like we have, because you won't be able to be with your family. I hope you feel pain as you are all alone with all the years yet to come. But yet you still have life. Our son had that taken away in his short years. We used to go watch movies, make Christmas cookies, go shopping, and go to the deer farm and cook Christmas dinner together as a family. This has all been taken away from us. Our family is broken all because of you, and nothing, not even you behind bars, will ever make our lives better.
Thank you, Hannah, and thank you so much for coming today. Take care of yourself and be safe. See you. Thanks. Mr. Kerner?
Yes, Jenny Bacon's statement. I'll be read.
Jenny Bacon?
Morning, Bert. Morning. Good. And this is from Jenny.
From his sister, Jenny.
Jenny Bacon.
Yep. On December 24th, 2019, it was the last time I saw my brother Kevin alive. I had to wait 3 long days to learn of Kevin's murder, unaware to me that he was killed on Christmas Eve night. Kevin meant the world to me, and I will never have another brother like him. The day I learned of Kevin's death,
Just eating
a part
balls,
of me
tits.
died with him because he was my first best friend, brother, and protector. Kevin was my protector from cruel people who didn't understand me like he did because of a disability
Maybe.
that
I
I
want
was
to reach
born
out to
with.
lead attorney. I
No
haven't
one will
yet.
ever replace Kevin
Cool,
in my
dude.
life because he was one of a kind and will always be missed. Even though Kevin is gone, he is now my forever guardian angel, and I will always cherish
in disguise.
our memories together. Mark Latunski is the person responsible for Kevin's
said it, I
untimely
didn't.
death, but I failed to protect Kevin as his older sister because it was my job, excuse me, as his sister to protect him. There are things that Mark can't ever take away from me, such as a love for cats and dogs, 25 years of pictures and memories, love for The Sims video games, love for a variety of music, love for Coach purses, and Harry Potter, because I shared these common interests with Kevin.
He enjoyed The Sims video games. Maybe this was justified. I'm on fuck it. I'm on Jacob's team. This guy should be free. This guy should be free for sure. Like anybody who does that. I could take those pictures for exactly. Free Mark.
I will always miss Kevin because he was my only sibling, and we shared a deep love for each other. The things that I will miss most about Kevin are his beautiful smile, his generous heart. He was my best friend, his love for music, compassion for animals and others, his unique talent for hair, and his love for life. I will always wonder where Kevin would be today, because there is much life that Kevin has missed out on since he died. The things I wonder about Kevin would be doing now are finding the love of his life, getting his master's degree in psychology, seeing his friends or me getting married, planning his own wedding, being an uncle to my future children, and possibly becoming a dad himself. Kevin will never be able to experience any of his future dreams and plans because of meeting his untimely death at the hands of Mark Latunski. Losing Kevin will always be with me because I want to keep his life story alive, share my favorite memories of him, and help others know about the dangers of meeting people online. Kevin's life was cut way too short, but his memory and generosity will leave an impact on the people he knew and loved throughout his 25 years of life on Earth.
Thank you so much, Barb. And Mr. Kerner?
We now have a statement from Carl Bacon, his father.
This is a victim impact statement of Carl Bacon. I would like to thank the following agencies: Metro Police Department, Genesee County Sheriff, Clayton Township Police Department, Michigan State Police, Shiawassee County Sheriff, Shiawassee County Prosecutor's Office, and this court
You
for
guys
bringing
are
justice for
terrible. I
Kevin.
love it.
I would also like to thank all of the people who came out to help search for Kevin. I would also like to thank all of the well wishes we have received from all over the world.
Surprisingly, Kevin.
I have
came
a hard
out
time
too.
believing that Kevin would have entered into a suicide pact with anyone. Maybe a month prior, he might have. At that time, he was in an emotionally stressful job and still grieving for the loss of his grandmothers that had happened beforehand. In that month preceding his death, he was starting to turn his life around. Quit the job that was causing him stress, decided to go back to school, and made plans for the upcoming holidays. I also have a hard time believing that Kevin got into the defendant's car voluntarily.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Losing a
say
child
no.
is like losing a piece of yourself. After your children are
I
born,
wouldn't say
you
no.
spend years nurturing and teaching
fuck
them
have you been,
on how to
Tits?
be a
Yeah.
good person. With Kevin, we had that taken away
Kevin
from us
Bacon.
too early, just when he was about to become the man he was going to be. For the rest of my days, I will wonder what if with Kevin now. I love you, son.
Thank you, Ms. Tepper. Is there another, Mr. Kerner? All right, thank you. Mr. Hardy, would you and your client join me at the podium?
Let's hear from the man, the myth, the legend. God, I hope he says he tasted good.
And then allocution counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. This case is clearly a tragedy, and there are no words that anyone says or can say that will change the result. Mr. Bacon was a young man who lost his life far too soon, and unfortunately, nothing can bring him back to his family and the life that he was meant to live. There are no words that can ease the pain of the Bacon family, and while definitely a different type of pain, there are no words that can ease the pain of the Latunski family
he looks like
for
it,
the
100%.
actions of Mr. Latunski. While Mr. Latunski is remorseful and truly regrets his actions, he knows that he cannot turn back the clock, and he certainly cannot bring Mr. Bacon back to life. I would just like to end with that we are all more than the worst actions that we have done in our lives, and that is certainly the case for Mr. Latunski as well. We really hope, and Mr. Latunski does as well, that everyone involved in this case can find some sort of peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Then, Mr. Kerner, for the people.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did, Crystal. So I do it every Monday. It's Madness Monday. I think we're on episode 6, but we actually watched his interrogation video. Yeah, he ate this guy's balls. Yeah, he killed him, ate his balls, met him on Grindr, had sex with him. Yeah, he's Swedish royalty. He has a huge trust, and it was a mutual killing. So he wore a skirt to the interview that we then found out was actually a kilt, but I think he lied. He did slobber his dingus. He bought a food dehydrator to try and dehydrate some of his muscle to make jerky. Yes, he detailed his ritual for preparing Rocky Mountain oysters to the detectives and human Rocky Mountain oysters. He ate one testicle and saved the other one for later. I hope he cooked at more than 6 degrees, because then it would have been might have been underdone. Excuse me. We also found out he's a terrible cook because he only used salt and pepper. This dude's got a goat of a pump and dump. Yes, he is the goat of the pump and dump. It was Kevin's skirt. Yes, the leather one. From the interview, he was losing his mind. That was the thing he was most upset with, that he did not get his leather skirt back, or he wasn't going to. Pretty much. Dried dingus. So we think he did. We think there's a pretty good chance. Supposedly he had a ritual for oysters. Blue oysters or blue something. He said it. Rocky Mountain oysters. So we believe he's probably done it before, because he had this whole ritual. There was a whole preparation, all that kind of stuff. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah. Oh he used Worcestershire sauce. So yeah. So he had Worcestershire sauce, salt and pepper. I agree. And if I do get the interview with this gentleman, I'm gonna go get the same skirt or try and find it. So yep. Rocky Mountain oysters. Yep. I'm sure he probably, well, he's gay, so he probably wouldn't eat those. Exactly. He calls it ritual. To call it a ritual means you have to practice. Yep. Oh, we're not going through this shit again. Worcestershire. Where's Dazzer? Damn it. Dazzer will tell me how to say it. Yep. I mean, he said a bunch. If you haven't got an opportunity to go back and look at the first... I think the first 4 episodes are just the interrogation, and it's worth a watch. Like, it is a fucking trip. Wash your sister sauce? That's probably the closest I got to it. I already told you to say Worcestershire. Worcestershire? That kind of works too. Worcestershire? Worcestershire? Shit, we're doing this again. Nope, we're not doing it. All right, back to the video.
Your Honor, first of all, my heart goes out to the family. I can't even begin to imagine.
Don't give me your heart, I'll eat it.
Not only to lose a son, but to have to hear the unthinkable manner of his death. This is one of the most brutal, horrific murders I've seen not only in this county but in the state. I'd like to thank the court staff for enduring this. This has been a horrific undertaking, and acknowledge their trauma to hear this, and all those who have heard it had to hear this horrific story.
Possibly.
We talk about vicarious trauma. I hope that people can talk about this when they're home.
Jacob
Also,
taught him.
like to thank the Michigan State Police and all law enforcement. Their vigilance helped to find a missing person. Their vigilance helped to find Kevin, who was missing, and gathered the necessary evidence.
What the fuck are you talking about? Thanks to the Michigan State Police who found Kevin. What, found Kevin dead? Because the fucker turned... Ugh. Anyways. And also, they didn't do any investigation. Mark told them everything. Literally everything.
To convict Latunski of first-degree premeditated murder. That's exactly what happened here. It was premeditated, it was calculated, it was cold.
Oh, we have a super chat from Crystal. No message, but if you had a message, I'll probably read it anyways. So, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Just get the book to serve man. Well, he read to service a man. That's how we got there. And I don't want to mess up and do this. Oh, I appreciate it. Yes, I am monetized. It's fantastic. I'm enjoying it. Cereal is a soup. Oh shit, we're doing this thing now too? Mark going to escape and track down the prosecutor. Pretty sure the only thing calculating about what he did was the cooking time. Yes.
Murder and mutilation. And Kevin.
Don't make me time your ass out, D's.
As his dad said, he was happy things were looking up for him. This is what he got. I did take note of Jenny's advice that beware of people online. I'm not saying that's the reason this happened, but it's dangerous out there. I tried to think of this, a word for this, murder. What came to my mind was pure evil, and the ripple effect it had on the family, friends of Kevin, court staff, my staff, and anybody who has to read this horrific story.
Fantastic.
I want the court to take that in mind. For sentencing, fortunately, the law requires a prison term without the possibility of
maybe.
parole, and that's what we're asking. Again, I agree with this charter. No sentence will bring Kevin back. No sentence will erase the pain and suffering and devastation that the Bacon family has endured. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kerner. Mr. Latunski, I know that you did not participate in the creation and the preparation of the pre-sentence investigation report, which is fine. That's your decision. But you do have an opportunity to address the court today, should you wish it. And is there anything you would like to say before the court imposes sentence? No. Very well then, sir.
Oh, you
First-degree
didn't
murder
talk?
is
God
the most
damn it.
serious crime recognized.
Okay, before that's my favorite one so far. I'm sure he did. Oz, if you're still around, buddy, I have a question when we get to... I brought up the stuff, and I forgot to ask you. I would ask you before. So if you're around in like 5-10 minutes, I just have a question to ask you about it. Should be pretty... Anyways.
In our criminal justice system, the most serious crime deserves the most serious sentence, that of life with no possibility of parole.
Never.
The legislature's intent is that the defendant never rejoin
victim was
society,
Kevin
but
Bacon,
live out
and
the remainder of his life within
Mark
the Michigan
Lutunski
Department
ate
of
him.
Corrections. That would also be the court's intent, that defendant never be released from custody under any circumstance. To Mr. Bacon's family, I know nothing can ease your suffering, and I know that the weight of your pain is without measure. But it's my hope that perhaps today's sentence would be a small amount of comfort in what I know is an enormity of hurt. And with that, Mr. Latunski, you have some financial obligations you will need to meet with us, and that includes a state cost of $130, a crime victims assessment in the amount of $130, court costs in the amount of $794. There will also be a DNA fee of $60. Mr. Latunski, against your sentence, you will receive jail time credit in the amount of 1,084 days. As to count 2, dismemberment and mutilation, the sentence of this court is 11 months, incarceration not to exceed 120 months. As to premeditated murder, Mr. Latunski, it is the sentence of this court that you serve out the remainder of your life in the Michigan Department of Corrections without the possibility of parole. You do have some appellate rights. Deputy Richardson will approach those rights, sir. If you would please just initial the form acknowledging that you received the same, and if you'd like court-appointed counsel to assist you with an appeal, you've got 42 days from today's date to make that request. Thank you, everybody, for coming today and helping us through this most difficult case. Take care of yourselves and be safe.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We are in recess.
I definitely gave us a warning before. It was fucking horrible. And that's me doctoring it up and trying to make it better. Justice remark. I agree, buddy. If I get an interview, I'll have him give you, a conjugal visit or something, Jacob. Because I know you'd love it. I would do that for you, bud. No worries. I really did. I tried so hard. It was shit. It's even worse than that, the original file. So, free mark. So a couple things to. So iChat takes you to Otis, and this is Otis. That's what I'm saying. Finger gay meat. Okay, that's words to live by. So you go to iChat and it takes you to Otis, which is who the fuck knows? I don't remember. This is where I have a question, Ozzy. So this is all his prisoner number and date of birth and stuff. If you want, I mean, he just had a birthday not too long ago, so 69, nice. Earliest release, maximum discharge. He is at the Gus Harrison Correctional Facility. These are his aliases because he is Swedish royalty. So he did. That was the first clip. So the first clip was him pleading guilty, and then the second clip was his attorney. He just said yes like 17 times. So Oz, this is my question. So I was going to go through these real quick. Dead bodies and dismemberment, mutilation was a conviction of a plea. And then the conviction type on the murder was a bench, but he definitely pled the murder. So I may just, if you can't explain it to me, then maybe I'll just do a short or something like that. A short video, but I thought that was odd. So this is his official criminal record. And he was convicted on a bench, but it wasn't a bench trial. He was just, and maybe I don't understand at all. So that's possible too. Working in prison, make his ass work, especially here in Michigan. They have jobs in prison. Oh, okay. Judge doesn't have to accept the plea deal. He took it into account, but issued his own ruling. Okay, so he found him guilty of murder and just didn't allow him to plead to murder. Okay. That was simple enough. So he sentenced to life. His minimum sentence is life. He's never getting out of prison. I wanted to look real quick at, because there was some question on, he wasn't charged with any of the sexual crimes, the rapes, the having sex with a dead body that he admitted to, that kind of thing. That's what I'm saying. They didn't even have a trial. This man deserves right to a trial. It is crazy. So first degree murder. So this is the murder section of it. First degree murder, incarceration upon conviction, penalty, definitions. Murder is murder. We all understand what murder is. I'm not entirely sure. Well, he might have wiggle room is all I'm saying. So murder in the first degree. So it was, I believe it's premeditated. I didn't intend on reading through all this bullshit. This is one I was interested in a little bit more, but disinterment, mutilation, defacement, or carrying away of a human body exception. That's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta work on getting this guy free, man. A person not being lawfully authorized to do so, who shall willfully dig up, disinter, remove, or convey away a human body or the remains thereof from the place where the body may be interred or deposited, or who shall knowingly aid in such disinterment, removal, or conveying away, or who shall mutilate, deface, remove, or carry away a portion of a dead person, whether in his charge for burial otherwise, whenever the mutilation, defacement, removal, or carrying away is not necessary in any proper operation, and embalming the body for the purpose of postmortem examination, and every person accessory thereto, either before or after the fact, shall be guilty of a felony punishable by imprisonment for not more than 10 years, or by fine of not more than $5,000. This section shall not be construed to prohibit the digging up, disinterment, removal, or carrying away for scientific purposes of the remains of prehistoric persons by representatives of established scientific institutions or societies having a consent in writing of the owner of the land from which the remains may be disinterred, removed, or carried away. So that's, yeah. Oh, damn, we're doing good. That's what I'm saying. We don't know it's only one murder. We basically pretty much believe that he yeah, I'm over it. I gotta see what this dude did. Mike, there are several episodes there, the Monday shows, they're all the same. Mark Lutunski, Murder and Cannibalism. The police interrogation is a fucking riot. Like, it's incredible. So it's worth a watch. I think there's 4 or 5 episodes of it, but they're every Monday. Yeah, he interfered with the body. So he did. He ate his balls, cooked them up like oysters, and ate them. I couldn't think of a better way to end this than the unfortunate gentleman. This, I couldn't find. Hang on. I want to catch up on chats. Yeah, I don't think it's just one. Yeah, you know. He will. He will. Oh my god. So there's some information with the home. I guess when I was up talking to people in this area, because it's not terribly far from me. I guess there's some controversy with the state of Michigan selling the home that didn't even belong to Mark. It belonged to Mark's brother. And now there's a legal battle going on there and blah, blah, blah. But, yeah. Yep. And the interrogation's on there, or you can watch our commentary on it. I had Chandler Remington for a couple episodes. I think Ozzy was on at one point. So I guess. Yeah, I guess it's a huge controversy, but in cleaning things up, I thought there was no greater way to tribute Mark than cleaning things up by reading this article. I had to clean up human remains. Man who bought Latunski's home recounts experience. Very graphic, very graphic. If you're not into this, which I know you all are, but if you're not into this, this is a fucked up article. Well, that's the whole thing. Kevin supposedly did give him consent, but I think it comes down to that wasn't provable. I think there's one hell of a chance of an appeal here if he can get the right attorney. I think he's definitely innocent. To serve in an agency, get him out, point him in the direction of groomers. He needed a permit. Okay. So here is Shiawassee County, Michigan, the home where Mark Latunski lived and murdered 25-year-old Kevin Bacon. Was sold at auction, but ended up being an illegal entanglement that led to its return to the Latunski family. See, okay, so here it is. They do have a little bit on it. The man who bought the Latunski home described what it was like when he went inside. I had to clean up human remains, yes, said Alex Steele, the man who bought Latunski's home. Steele bought the home in February 2020, 2 months after Latunski murdered and mutilated Bacon on Christmas Eve in 2019. Yeah, it does. I don't think you can legally do that. I don't know the law on it, but I don't think you can legally. Yeah, and that's my thought. I don't think there's any way that you get out of that, even with permission to kill somebody. He recounted 5 months he spent living in the house and the disturbing things he saw. Oh, Tits just changed his picture. Yeah, I agree. Don't admit your crimes on the internet. I like you, buddy. I don't want to see you go down for your crazy sadistic fuckery. Well, maybe in Canada where they have MAID or whatever. Mutual aid in dying or whatever. This is his fucking house, by the way. Like, is that not creepy as shit? Like, let's take a look at this real quick. Like, terribly creepy. The intricate design of how specific things were, Deal said. Deal acquired the house in February 2020 during an auction after a winning bid of just over $100,000. He moved in by the end of March. Deal provided chilling details about what he found in the house after purchasing it. Specifically, there was a lot, Deal said. I wonder if the skirt was still in there. Maybe. I do too. I couldn't find anything. If I happen to be able to, I will certainly throw them in Discord. But yeah, there wasn't much out there. He had a hard time talking about it. He said just about every room reflected the horrors that occurred in that house. The basement, the den, the master bedroom, and the kitchen, specifically the dishwasher, Deal said. Deal said he will never forget what he saw in that dishwasher. 3 sets of dishes with human remains on them, and all 3 sets are in the dishwasher. And the dishwasher was never had electricity to it. It was brand new, still had the plastic on the front of it, he said. Wait, what? Your cannibal experience? Like you've eaten a person? After seeing that, many wonder why anyone would want to live in that house. About the object, not the subject. Simple real estate transaction. Houses don't kill people, Deal said. Deal owned the home until July 2020, when he said the Latunski family regained possession of it. Okay, so this is all. What the fuck? Oh, he was supposed to be a Swedish Viking or a Nordic Viking. I don't know, something like that. Blah, blah, blah. Deal said his lawyers advised him against sharing pictures of the inside of the home. And we know that he was sentenced to prison. So, Swedish royalty. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, that is about this house and turn it into a museum. Oh damn, that's cold, D's. That's cold. Brian and I were gonna buy it and turn it into a gay sex dungeon. We thought it was appropriate, but apparently it was already, like a gay bathhouse. Like we were gonna invite Fauci. Probably he could share those. Okay, here we go. Pork. Good luck with that name. Home to Piggy's Palace. They killed hookers and hot targets and then fed them to pigs. It was a pig farm. We all ate Pickerton pork. Well, that's not direct. Like, I thought you took a bite. No comment. Right, my lawyer? My attorney? No comment. I think it went to auction. It didn't. I don't know that it was ever listed per se. I think it went to an auction, but I don't know. I don't know. Apparently that's the address, but I don't think that's the address. Maybe? Maybe it is. I don't know. I can't even imagine the smell in that house. Oh, it'd be nauseating. Oh, okay. Do you know about the gay Canadian? See, now we're getting way off topic. So there's something that I wanted to. Oh, my shock was that. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm gonna look into that too. So certainly this case was one that was insane. I didn't know that, and I guess I should have. I didn't know that there was. I didn't know you had to clean up your own murder scene. Like, you'd think that there would be some kind of abatement for that, but I guess, yeah, you have to clean up your own murder scene. That seems pretty rough. I don't know. I would think there'd be more to it than that, but I guess I've never thought about it that much. But that being said, Mark is an absolute psychopath. That's what I thought. I was curious why he had to or chose to. This guy's a psycho, and thankfully he is locked up behind bars for the rest of his life, and he is a wild one. If we took mental health a little bit more seriously in this country, maybe he wouldn't have killed somebody. But I mean, Kevin Bacon looked like he, I don't want to say deserved it, but he was engaged in some risky behavior. Don't meet people on Grindr and go to their sex dungeon and let them meat hook you. It's probably good life advice. Although we don't give advice. We're for jokes and entertainment only. But I'm not a big movie dude. We do movies on Thursday because I'm not a big movie dude. Try and get yes. There was. Man serves to need a man on a bus, found incompetent, now walking free. Jesus Christ. Yes, no kink shaming. We like it all here. But with that being said, Mark was an interesting case. To see more interesting cases, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Like I said, there will be a members poll. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how is there not an evidence, bag or whatever? Clean up because no one stepped forward to advise you who to contact, and the devastated family wants to do what's right. ASAP, it happened to 2 kids, mom and dad, gunshots family. Damn. Yeah, it's never crossed my mind. So I hope so. I'll see if that's an option when I log on. And appropriate to watch given this topic. Oh, yeah. Okay. Huh. That's crazy. Well, again, so the first episode, we went through the 911 calls of the other 2 individuals that did escape. So there were 2 other individuals that did escape the situation, and those phone calls are absolutely chilling. So, but they have. My father's man sister died in Milton. Oh wow, sorry to hear that. Light. Wow. That's rough. I don't know that I could do that. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to Hey, what's up, Vices? Yeah, it's been an interesting one. This guy was a creep. Although you can't hear me saying hi to you, but there's your crush right there. Or crush, you know what I mean. I agree with that. I think that's what it's going to turn into. Like I said, I'm going to put some options up for members to vote on who or what we covered next or where we go next with it. So, but there you go. That works. No, don't feel like an asshole. I think we should do the guy that killed his parents, and when the police got there, the mother's head was in a bullet. Holy shit. I'll look it up. Yes, a murder poll. And on our mark, murdering poll. Never. All right, y'all. I am going to jump off here. I thank you all so very much for taking this wild ride with me. We'll have another one next Monday, and I appreciate y'all stopping by. So it does. Well, you can make head cheese, but all right. Enough jokes and puns for me on a terrible topic, but glad it's behind bars. Glad you guys got to take that ride with me, and we'll catch you for the next one. Special thanks to my buddy Brian for this outro music. Y'all have a great night. We'll catch you soon.